Hi everyone, this is Aya, and today I'm going to give you some more um, things that have come up in general conversation on boards and through emails and that kind of thing. Some experiences that I've had with polyphasic sleep. So I'm not the expert, but this is what's worked for me. First thing I want to talk about is sleeping positions. I got an email from someone today that said they had woken up to their alarm and then 10 minutes later they woke up to their alarm again. And on the alarm was the alarm time, so they knew that either they A were dreaming the first time, B they were hallucinating, or C there is something called screaming head syndrome, and it's a sleeping problem that some people get when you're feeling particularly exhausted. And there's a lot of syndromes like screaming head syndrome where it will play a very loud noise in your mind, but it is so realistic that you wake up and you jolt awake and you think that something has really happened. So, in other words, an alarm could possibly sound in your mind, and then you wake up thinking your alarm has sounded. Um, there's a ton of different disorders related to that, and sleep paralysis and other things like that, but a lot of them have to do with sleeping on your back. And in fact, 99, a good 88% of the time, if someone says that they have had some kind of sleep paralysis or some kind of sleeping disorder, they're sleeping on their back. Um, or if they feel like they've had an out of body experience, or if anything like that during the night when they're sleeping, it's probably on their back. If they see a specter or something like that, minus the haunted houses, it's probably because they're sleeping on their back. Which brought me to the theory of sleeping positions. I'm not sure what other people have done, but what I do is I have had to sleep on my right side for most of my life, since I was maybe 15 or 16, because I have TMJ, and I can only sleep on one side. Otherwise, if I sleep on the other side, my jaw will pop over and then makes all sorts of crunching noises and scary things, and it's very, very painful. So I've always slept on my one side, and that has worked out very well for me. So I know some people sleep on their stomach, some people sleep on their back, but if you're having trouble waking up, because back sleep will give you a deeper sleep, um, try rolling over onto your side. Or if you're having trouble sleeping on your stomach, try the side. Maybe it has legitimacy. I don't know. I haven't talked to other people about their sleeping positions. But I do know that sleeping on your back will do this to you and possibly could lead to sleep paralysis, especially in the beginning because you're so exhausted. Okay, the next thing is I sleep with my lights on. I always have a light on. I don't sleep with both lamps on, but I do sleep with at least one lamp on at any given time. This makes the transition between sleeping and waking up much smoother. It helps. I'm not really sure. In other ways, it does not affect my dreaming if I have one of those 2 hour long dreams in 20 minutes. I have one of those 2 hour long dreams in 20 minutes, regardless of the amount of light in my room. And I do this during the day and I do this during the night. I have the same lights always, and the light is always on. So I'm thinking that that's another theory. If you're having trouble waking up, sleep with the light on. And you can, once you've gone through that much sleep deprivation, you can sleep with that light on. I know a lot of people say, hey, I can't do this. Hey, I could never just live without my sleep. Yes, you can. You just have to try it. Another thing is staying warm during the night. Our circadian, the one I talked about before that sounds like a cricket, the sleep cycle that you feel the most tired. There's two things. First off, it's proven that at 2 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body temperature drops in order for you to go to bed smooth with more a fluid transition to bed. I know it's weird, 2 p.m. and 2 a.m., but I swear next time you're feeling cold at work, look up at the clock. I swear to goodness, it will be 2 p.m. It's really weird, but staying warm is important, especially in the initial phases when you're getting used to polyphasic sleep. Put on a sweater when you're feeling tired. If you feel uncomfortable and uncomfortably sweaty, you're not going to go to bed. And if you feel cool and cold how your body wants you to feel, you will go to bed because that is our ideal temperature. I think something along the lines of 63 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal human sleeping temperature. And I said, obviously, these people don't live in Arizona because my ideal sleeping temperature is like 87. I love my heat. So, as you can tell, I am wearing a sweater, and literally, it is maybe 81 degrees via my thermostat. So, um, yeah, I love the warm. I will not leave Arizona. Okay, so another thing is, so mind yourself doing, once you've adapted, which I have, and my twin has, once you've adapted, mind doing a lot of activity. One night we decided we got invited to go to dinner pretty much right after work, not giving us much time. So we got ready and then, we went to dinner. Obviously, we took our naps at the moments that they were called for. And then right after dinner, after having dinner, I think we spent 3 or 4 hours there. And we walked around a park and we did some stuff, it wasn't just dinner, it was also a bunch of other things. So then right after that, we decided to go to karaoke. One of our friends had invited us to karaoke, so we went to karaoke, and we're very energetic people, so we're always, bouncing around, having fun, shaking our booties to the karaoke songs and screaming and yelling and hooting and hollering. And but then by the time we were home, we were just out like a light, and it took us a lot. It was almost like a recovery period. It almost felt like you were adapting again because, it only lasted 2 or 3 naps. So 2 or 3 naps later, we were all good in the hood, and we ended up, not feeling bad, but it felt almost like we were adapting again. So what I also read was that if you are having heavy duty, if you're doing a lot of, for example, shaking your booty to music all the, being really stimulated during the night, then wait 30 minutes before you take your nap. So come home 30 minutes early and then take your nap, because we didn't. We came home, we immediately napped, and we were just, whew, yeah, that wasn't good. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work around the Harry Potter premiere, because I have to go to the Harry Potter premiere, but it also falls in one of my nap schedules. So I will let you know how I conquer that. The last couple things here is one, I started out, again, I want to reiterate, I started out sleeping every night at 8 p.m. and waking up every morning at 3:30 in the morning every single day for years. I have never, in fact, I would tell people, I'm sorry, I've gone to bed. Don't call me after 8, don't call me after 7, usually, I told them, because I was getting ready for bed. And I did not falter from this for years, except for on the rare occasion that Harry Potter came out with a premiere or something like that, or Transformers, so, in other words, I was very strict. People tell me, oh, well, I can't live without my sleep. Yes, you can live without your sleep, actually, because I thought I could not live without my sleep. I followed such a strict sleeping regime that any person who was on my strict schedule would never think that they could do this kind of thing. But I did. I can. And I did. Look at me now. So, the final thing I want to say is, and this is for women, so if you're a guy and you're uncomfortable, please turn this off now. But I have had my period twice now on polyphasic sleep, and each time I need a core nap. That's just how it is. Somehow, my body feels so tired. It's not the same kind of tired as when you're getting used to. I'm obviously extremely used to polyphasic sleeping. I don't feel tired at any point during the night, and I don't have any periods where I need to, just sit there for a while. I don't have any of that. I'm completely 100% adapted, except that last night when I started my period, or what became the night that I started my period, obviously, I was so freaking tired. And it was this deep, deep, deep tired. It was different than any other kind of tired. So I said, screw it, I'm taking a core nap. And my twin kept me up for all the rest of them because it was that bad. And that's what happened to me the first time I was sick during my period, and I got sick the same, consecutive days, and that's how I became an everyman for that 1 week. But I'm pretty sure that today I feel